And we're back.
Hey, and while we were gone, we took some advice and got some catnip and some lasers and some yarn, and we're ready to fight the cat. So thanks
A
for
dog?
the tips, chat.
Maybe.
Yeah, dog. That would be really good. Maybe like Zabraks are actually part dog, and I'm so ready to go after this.
All right.
That'd be convenient.
So, I'm gonna need a bunch of stuff. so just, I guess if somebody has knowledge xenology and wants to roll that as they emerge from the shadows, just to kind of be like, what are these things? I will allow that. I need to reset the dice pool from being an insane, undefeatable dice pool.
Wow.
I'm not sure.
Glad you recognized that.
But I'm quite intelligent, so can I just use my general intelligence to roll? Is that cool with you?
Yeah, you can always attempt skills in the system, even if you don't actually have the skill. You can always use your attribute to give it a shot. That did not have the difficulty, however.
Oh, but it's such a good roll!
Sorry.
Sorry, you done it once,
I
do
want
it
to
again.
Okay, just roll the purples, and we'll cancel them. Just so that people who are watching who may not know the dice system can see it.
How many purples is it? Is it
3.
average?
It's 3 purple.
Oh, it's hard? Okay.
Yeah. These are rare creatures. In fact. Just... or that. Oh.
Okay, you already had 3 hard. I'm gonna undo that and roll.
Manually roll it, yeah.
Okay, 2 threat. So I actually get to keep all 5 of my successes.
Yeah, because the way, just for those who are watching who may not know the dice system, successes and failures cancel out. So the triangle that you see in the second result here is a failure, but that, like, disregard that line of dice because it was an error the way we rolled it. But the turtle shell things are threat. So Tetsu's check has 5 successes from these green dice up here, but 2 threat from the purple dice. So you recognize these things. Actually, I guess maybe you worked for like a crime boss at one point that had one of these things. He didn't live on Cloud City, but you recognize these things. They're called Mellor, and they are they're non-sentient feline pack hunters, and they have an interesting ability that has not really been fully documented by xenobiologists, but basically they are able to tap into, I mean, people have called it the Force, you're not sure if that's true, but they're able to basically cloak themselves mentally from people, which is why you guys didn't notice them. These creatures, the 2 of them wearing collars, appear to be specimens that have grown up and like scavenged down here. They actually look kind of sickly. And the small one appears to be their offspring, as it is not wearing a collar and is like remarkably smaller than the other 2.
I would like to take this time to say spay and neuter your pets, folks.
That would have saved us a lot of headaches.
Yeah, these were not spayed or neutered. That is definitely true.
They broke free because they wanted to have a little kitten.
These things are dangerous. You are pretty sure that, given the chance, they would kill you. And that is what we're going to get to next. So, you guys need to roll initiative. Now, normally, when you roll an initiative check in this system, you use either cool or vigilance. Cool if you are aware that the fight is about to start, so you're setting an ambush or whatnot, and then vigilance if you are surprised. In this case, you guys are surprised by these things as they come out of nowhere. Normally, there's no difficulty for a cool check to roll initiative. However, these things are so hard to detect that they're on you before you can do almost anything. So I'm actually adding dice to the check, which is very unusual, but is the special ability that these things have. And
so they cloak themselves?
Yeah, they cloak themselves.
Okay, I thought they like cloak themselves through like erasing your memory of them or something. Is that what you...
Like, characters that are Force sensitive see through it. But if you're not Force sensitive, you don't. So it's actually that they, like, disappear, I guess.
So they're like...
So what about me? I don't have a choice.
Yeah, you don't have a choice but to be non-Force sensitive, so it works against you.
Okay, alright.
Is the difficulty set? Can we roll?
Yeah, roll.
What if I don't believe in the Force?
That's you don't. Nobody's forcing you to believe in the Force. Like,
Wow, you rolled vigilance so well.
I am very vigilant. Do the threat do anything in initiative?
I'm gonna say they don't, because normally you wouldn't have them in the check, so that's fine, I guess. I'll break ties with them if it becomes necessary. And let me roll for them.
It makes me really scared every time I see Game Master Palpatine is typing.
Just Game Master Palpatine, that's enough for me.
They do not have a good cooldown. But it doesn't
It says
matter.
he rolls like God, yeah. So how many of us are re-rolling characters today?
None of us, because we're going to show these cats who's boss. I mean, maybe we should just go find the mouse droid, and then the cats will want to trace the mouse droid, right?
Why don't you just tell them where the mouse droid is, and they'll go off, because they're smart, Force-sensitive cats, so they'll go off and look for it.
Oh, wow, okay.
We can use them to our advantage, be like, there's better prey, there's a mouse droid.
So the other thing I need you guys to do is I need you guys to make a fear check. These things are pretty scary, and they managed to come out of nowhere, so...
Are they
Does a
engaged
droid
with
feel
them?
fear?
They are at short range from you. They're all around. They're basically all around the edges of the room. They knew you were coming. They just waited here, basically.
So what is fear?
You need to roll discipline or cool, whichever is better for you. You can roll. And I am setting the difficulty. Sorry.
Whoops.
Okay. I am setting the difficulty. And you may roll.
I am not afraid.
I'm
Neither
not
is
afraid.
Calum.
Okay.
4 or 3. Wow, none of us are afraid. We can.
So what? You've seen these things before. Some of you have at least. Yeah. So
Maybe in zoo or nature video.
Yeah, I saw it on the HoloNet.
You're watching documentary, and you saw
David
one.
Attenborough said.
So as the round begins, they actually act first, and the two big ones move basically pack blank. Who do they want to kill? Probably not the droid, because it can't be eaten. So...
Joke's on them. I rubbed him down with like some steak sauce before we left. That
One
might.
of them-
He said he didn't do my paint job. I'm just saying that's recorded on the internet.
One of them heads for Tetsu. Do you have melee defense?
I do indeed. I have 2 melee defense.
Oh.
You said that last week too.
Okay. So
Uh,
the thing uses its maneuver to move towards you, and then it pounces at you, and it actually does not attempt to damage you with its claws at all. It just goes for a killing bite, like it's just trying to like kill you with a one bite, and it deals 6 damage minus soak, minus whatever you're soak. Oh, you're still muted.
I have 4 soaks, so I will take 2 damage.
Wow, so you've been bitten by big cats before. Oh, sorry, it's actually 7 damage because I did not add the success to that.
No,
Right.
so I take another damage.
Maybe you grew up with a big house cat or something, and you're like, oh, big guy, it's hella good.
Yeah.
And the other one, I'm going to say moves for Calum. They actually have smelled Calum pretty closely already because he was in the pit. They feel like maybe he would be a delicious snack. Do you have melee defense? I assume you do not.
No,
Okay.
Quick point of order, going back to my turn. I'm assuming in order for the cat to have hit me, it became engaged with me, right?
It did.
Yes, okay. Well, I'm going to return the favor, and as it comes at me, I'm going to start barking and become fearsome, so it actually needs to make a fear check as well.
Does that work on a non-sentient creature? Like, it can't...
It just says when an enemy becomes engaged.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
That's as specific as it gets. When an enemy becomes engaged with the character, they may force the enemy to make a fear check.
Okay.
With a difficulty of 2.
Okay. Wow. It's gonna try and not be afraid of you, I guess. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Wow.
You're so scary that the cat is not sure what to do, and it's gonna use. It doesn't have cool or. Okay, yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't have either, so it's just gonna do it. And it's difficulty 2.
It is difficulty 2.
The cat's not afraid of you.
Aw, come on. I barked at it and everything.
I will say that it takes strain as it gets close to you.
Good.
It's unused to people shouting at it. Mostly people scream at it.
Or barking, for that matter.
And or run away from it. So
I am not afraid, and apparently neither is it.
Okay. And the other one closes with Calum, and that's what I was in the middle of doing. So it runs across the room, and again, it has its paws up to try and grab you, but it's not attacking you with its paws. It's really just trying to grab you so it can deliver a killing bite.
Would it also become engaged with me because Calum's right beside me?
Yeah, I'll say that. That's
Okay,
fine. It'll make its check after it makes the attack, though. Okay. Wow.
Well.
Apparently Sylvanora has disconnected for some reason. What happened? Oh. Oh, okay, she'll be right back. I will continue to resolve this as we go. So you take 10 damage minus soak. Wow.
Oh, dang.
I am pretty hit pretty hard by that one. I'm almost down.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry it gets worse
Oh, no.
for you, as he does have Triumph, and he is going to use that to crit you. And I'm trying to find the crit table, failing horribly. But if you want to roll a D100 for me, we'll eventually get the crit table and... Oh, I think I have
Are there any good crits on the crit table?
There's some that are...
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
That's really not good. Okay.
R.I.P. Calum.
So for those of you at home who may not know... Oh, wow, the cams. Yeah, when Sylvanora reconnects, the cameras will be fixed. My apologies. So for those of you at home who do not know about critical rolls, the higher the roll, the worse it is. And later crits, every time you get crit, your crit roll adds 10 to it. This is the first one, and he rolled a 95 out of 100, which is very bad. So you take this horrible wound like in your collarbone area from the teeth of this cat. Every time you perform an action until this wound is healed, you take 1 strain.
Oh, man. There's like a terrible crunching noise. We all know it was a clavicle.
It's bad. It's really not good. And
oh, no.
It's not the kind of wound that you want to have for very long. So
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, and took your damage. It makes the fear check because now it is engaged, friend. It succeeds and doesn't care. The 2 strain, I'm gonna say it takes the 2 threat. I mean. Okay, and now you guys have 1 PC slot before the juvenile one attacks you or does something.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot, since my weapon was already drawn, at the cat that just bit Calum.
Okay.
I also have quick draw, so I could also shoot with the big gun I just got too. But
then you'll take 1 strain.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The shot would cause 1 strain. That's right.
Yeah. It doesn't matter to me though. this point,
Let me do you a favor. You
that's
saved
fine.
me. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm gonna attack with my weapon.
And
if I can
before you roll that, you don't have the difficulty set, right?
No, I don't.
Okay, I have set the difficulty.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna roll for this.
I
Whoop.
actually screwed.
Oh no.
Go.
Yay! One success. and one advantage.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you shot the one that was trying to maul Calum.
Yes.
Okay,
Nice.
so
Thank you.
you hit it. It gets hit by the blaster bolt, and it hisses at you. It seems rather upset by this, and
Understandably.
yeah, and sorry, so that's 8 damage.
Nice.
So it takes most of that. It does have a fairly sizable soak, but it is upset, and it probably wants to kill you now. Actually,
Man, that's fair.
So, one, okay, and now the juvenile one. Actually, on its turn, it actually slinks behind some of the cylinders in this room, and it doesn't immediately move to attack anybody. It's not. You don't know if it plans to do so, but certainly is now out of sight, and you guys aren't sure what it's planning to do. And now you guys have the rest of your turn, so you guys can go in any order you want. Again, for those of you at home, the way initiative works is that you roll to generate slots, and then every turn, anybody on your team can take one of the slots as long as they don't act more than once in a round. So.
Do we want to wait for Danielle to reconnect, or
Yeah,
are we just
she's almost ready to reconnect. She's out. You want to make sure you turn off your camera in Roll20 so that it doesn't. Okay.
I am terrified of shooting any weapon in this room.
Yeah, that's the other thing I want to mention. So, like, you guys know that firing a weapon in this room is dangerous. If you guys have a large amount of threat or a despair on your result, it will undoubtedly cause some sort of explosion.
Okay.
So you thankfully do not have any.
I know I'm going to use my turn just to wheel my way out of the room.
That's also an option. You guys can move back. This room actually favors the attacker substantially because they were able to. Yeah, they were able to come at you from different directions. So.
Okay. Are there other doors leading into this room, or is there just the one that we came into?
There's another door on the other side of the room that you guys have not opened yet.
Okay. If it's okay with everyone else, I'm going to take a PC slot to run over there and see if I can lock that door.
You have already acted this turn because you shot
okay.
one of them, so you cannot,
Gotcha.
unfortunately.
Well, I could. Is it possible for me? Because I'll still be firing into the room. I was trying to figure out if I should take a shot or not.
I think we should set the room on fire and leave the cats in here.
That was my plan.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
Of course, that would be your plan.
That's why I wanted to lock the door.
So maybe I could. Oh, go ahead.
You're a low-level PC, and this room is full of explosives, so of course that's your plan, right?
I think. Is it possible for me to just use my maneuver to get out of the room so that in case we get it set up for that, I won't be in the room any longer, but then still take a shot?
You can use your maneuver to get out of the room. You guys are within one maneuver of the hallway, so you guys can go back to the hallway.
And then I'll go ahead and take a shot at the one that hasn't acted yet.
You actually can't really see the one that hasn't acted yet.
Oh,
because
okay.
It's like it is a juvenile one, and it's behind sacks of containers.
Oh,
So
okay.
You don't really know where it is. You could fire in its general direction if you want, but you're also pretty sure that would hit canisters. So.
Yeah, I'll fire something I can see for sure.
Okay. So the one that mauled Tetsu is closest to the door that you guys came through.
Okay, I'll shoot at that one.
Okay. Let me just make sure difficulty. And it should and it is, so you're good to go.
Okay, I think I set up this new gun correctly. Let's see if it did it right.
Got some success.
Yeah.
Nice. So
Oh, and I'm going to take a strain for that.
Mm-hmm.
yes, I will say. So you fire at it and it does 7 damage. Is that with the successes added to it? I think. Can you tell? Do you have the stat block open?
It just had 7 and then
okay.
3 critical.
So,
Yeah.
so that's actually 9 damage too, because the base damage of the weapon is 7.
Nice. It has linked also. Can I do that or?
In order to activate linked, you need to have advantage left. You do not have.
Oh, okay.
So you do the 9 damage to it, and it takes some of that away, but it looks quite wounded. Certainly, it is, it is faring poorly in terms of its overall health. And the weapon gives a satisfying, double blast sound as it goes off. You note that it is actually pretty well balanced for a weapon, and like you kind of noticed earlier, whoever owned it before certainly had a nice place in their heart for this particular piece of technology. So it performs flawlessly for you.
Nice.
So who wants to go next then?
So who hasn't gone? Sorry, guys, I'm back now. Who hasn't gone yet, other than me?
I think it's just you. All I did was just roll my way out of the room. So I mean, I could.
Did you? Yeah, you could spend your action to shoot if you want.
I could shoot if you want. Do we want? All right, we want. Sweet. Okay.
To give it to you in game terms, if you have 3 threat remaining or despair, you're probably gonna hit some canisters.
Oh man.
Cal came very close to hitting some canisters. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
All right. Well, I can at least unholster the blaster rifle.
Oh,
well,
and for a flame projector, the amount of threat you need would be substantially lessened, of course.
Substantially negative, probably.
Yeah.
Negative threat required.
You need to have some advantage to not blow something up.
I mean, once Tetsu leaves the room, it's fine.
Actually,
Right?
Zanya is still in the room.
I'm
Zanya's
still
still
in there
there.
too.
Maybe I knew that. Once Xanya also leaves the room.
Rude! I don't want to.
All right. For now, I will at least. I can equip my blaster rifle. Is that? Can I fire as well, or is that? Yeah.
It would be a maneuver to draw the rifle.
Alright.
So you need to take strain to take your second maneuver, but yeah, you could do that.
I'll take strain.
What's his second maneuver?
He moved out of the room first because he doesn't want to get affected by the explosion if that happens.
Eventually, we're
If there's
gonna.
an explosion that's happening. What did I miss?
Well, this
The
room is
room
filled
is
with
full of
explosive
explosives.
canisters. So if a shot goes awry, people have started shooting in this room. So if there's too much threat or despair, then something could
see.
explode. Yeah. All right.
The law of probability is if we keep.
How much? Yeah, it'll be fine.
Difficulty is set for you whenever.
How much strain am I taking?
It's 2 to take an extra maneuver.
All right. I need to find my gun.
Oh, it's in your chest.
Found it. Pew.
Oh wow! All right. And you were shooting at the one nearest the door, I assume. The one that Calum also shot at.
Yeah. At what range is that? Long, I suppose.
Oh, actually, it should have been at short. It didn't matter. The purple did nothing, so the purple die would have actually should have been gone. That was my bad. So, so you do 12 damage, 2 advantage, and that actually kills it. So your blaster rifle you fire off a burst of blaster fire at it, and you catch it in the hide a couple times, and it rolls over basically. It gets pushed away from you, and its smoking body kind of just rolls towards the canisters. Along the wall, but it just rests there, and no canisters fall over or anything. You're okay for the moment.
Easy.
Yeah. So now you guys have all acted, and it's time.
I haven't gone.
Oh wow, my apologies.
I mean, it's easy to forget me because I wasn't actually here. I kind of like ducked out in the hallway for a second there, but
I thought you had force power to disappear too.
Yeah, I wish. Eh? I like sprang out from the darkness. So am I still like engaged with the cats? Am I still being like grappled by the kitties?
There is one cat left, and it is definitely engaged with.
Okay.
I still have the mini cat too.
Yeah. I'm gonna punch it with my brass knuckles.
All right.
Just like right in the like snout or jowls or whatever you
Punch down its
call.
throat.
Maybe not down its throat. I'm a little bit afraid of its teeth, but like right in the face. I'm gonna brass knuckle it.
Okay.
If I had a hand.
Oh, don't roll yet.
I need my difficulty.
Sorry, we're alternating between melee and ranged a lot. We're good to go though. Can't buy a despair to save my life. So how much damage is that?
Well, now we'd want one because she wouldn't. I don't think she could punch the canisters. Maybe she could.
With enough to spare.
So that's only 6 damage.
Okay, so you punch the cat in like the chest as it's rearing up to try and bite you again, and you just like gut punch it, and
Yeah.
it takes a little bit of damage.
With my advantage, I'd like to pass a boost die to the next person that goes, just to be like, the cat was so shocked that something actually punched it that it's not really like paying attention to things shooting at it.
Okay, sure.
So whoever
That's
goes
fair
next
use.
gets a boost die.
The cat is not used to people attempting to punch it. In fairness, like it is not used to a humanoid with brass knuckles attempting to punch it. Like it just doesn't understand this form of combat. So.
Yeah, and just for flavor, I'm gonna bark while I punch it, because why not? Because it wasn't afraid of me before, but I'm just gonna keep barking.
Okay, big dog, big dog. All right, and you guys have one PC spot before the juvenile cat gets its turn.
Oh, like at the top of the round? Oh, right, because the 2 big ones are gone, right?
There's still a big one, but
I can shoot again if you want. Worked well the last time.
Yeah, and you got a boost die this time.
I do?
You can set things on fire.
Yeah, because I scared it so much that you get a boost die by punching it with my
by
brass
the way,
knuckles.
do you want to spend a maneuver?
To move away from them? Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like backwards somersault away from them. I'm just gonna like punch and then like backwards somersault.
So you want to get into the hallway with the rest of the party that's forming up out there?
Yes, please.
All right.
I'll shoot at the last one, I guess, with my boost die.
All right.
Got difficulty?
Okay, you're good.
Pew!
Wow. Okay, that ends it. The last Malra, the last adult Malra gets hit by your blaster rifle, and you again do not have any threat or despair that I can work with. So, the Malra goes down. It lets out kind of like an agonized yowl, like a caterwaul sort of noise, and then it goes down. And you actually note at that point. I'm actually gonna just say we're out of initiative at this point, unless anybody wants to do something barbaric. And the tiny cat, the juvenile one, actually comes out from behind the crates and like goes up to the 2 cats, the 2 adult cats, and starts just kind of like pawing at them.
Oh man,
Oh,
this
now
is
I'm
some
sad.
life-giving stuff right here.
Well, we
I
know
wanna
what we
make
gotta
the little
do.
one my pet.
We don't want this thing coming back and getting revenge on us later.
Oh boy.
Is there like a check I can make to like make it follow me around as my pet?
Callum, there's probably good price for whatever pelts these are, on the black market.
Yeah.
Oh,
You actually do think that the pelts would be worth money.
See? It's in my databank.
Yeah, no, like
Also, they had gems on their collars.
yeah, it's a rare creature. It's
If I
high,
had
Come on,
something to
guys.
solve
We
right
can't
now,
skin
I'm
the
just
cat.
saying.
I want to adopt the cat.
It's dead.
the hides
Dead
themselves.
inside.
The hides themselves don't have any sort of like properties. Like its abilities are part of it, not its hide. But but they are probably something that you could sell. if you wanted to. You need to take the time to skin the cat. Cats.
No, we're not doing it. I will fight you with my brass knuckles. We're not skinning the cats.
The tiny cat continues to poke at the adult cats. And it sort of, you see it reaches a conclusion about what's happened. And it looks at you guys and just hisses at you.
Can I use like a coercion check, because there's no animal taming in this system, to be like, come here, kitty, be my new pet? Is that a thing I can do?
I only killed both of your parents, but I'm really nice.
Technically, I just punched one to get it off of me. You guys did the killing. I'm really nice.
So the juvenile cat, if you would like to try and convince it that you are not a threat to it, you can use survival.
Oh.
If you want to attack the juvenile cat, you could use melee or ranged heavy, or brawl or ranged light.
I think we should scare it off.
Coercing the cat would be like scaring it off. Yeah, like get out of here, and trying to get it to leave.
I'm gonna try a coercion check because I feel like it's not gonna want to be my pet. And if I don't scare it to go away, I have a feeling Murder Droid is going to try and skin it. So I would like to try and scare it away.
I'm not going to spend a destiny point on this to make it scare away because...
Can I just roll then?
I actually want it to get away from you before you turn it into a carpet. So, yeah, you're good to go. Wow, triumph. All right.
Nice.
I actually had an advantage onto that too because of one of my skills.
So it is terrified of you, and it scampers behind some crates, and you hear it enter what appears to be an air vent, and you can hear it like scampering through the vent. So it appears to have left.
I guess my triumph can just be like, it will never come back after us. It will not seek revenge. It's just so scared that it's just ready to let it go.
Oh, it's good.
Well, it just stays away from bipedal things.
Enter our inventory.
No one has survival, eh?
I
actually do have survival. Do you want me to roll it for something?
No, it's fine. I'm not going to make you feel any worse than you probably already.
Aw, kitties.
Like, it's pretty young, so, like, you're not even sure what it's going to do. On its own. But it's gone! So, not your problem anymore, I guess.
Calum, can you get the collars off these things at least?
Oh yeah, you guys can cut the collar.
Yeah, you can take the collars off. That's not part of their natural state. They probably tried to get them off themselves.
Once you actually get the collars off of them, you look at the, like, gems next to the collars. They're actually sort of, like, not real gems, kind of. Like, they're just synthetic, sort of, like, pieces of, like, glass, I guess. And they're worth about 100 credits each. But they're not expensive. The cat probably cost the guy too much, and he skimped on the collar. It was kind of the impression you get.
Yeah.
Someone said Darth Meow in chat. I appreciate that. Oh,
No!
I think the cat will grow up hearing stories about how its father was killed by a group of adventurers.
And now I'm telling you, revenge is going to happen.
Yeah, it'll learn the ways of Terras Kasi.
Well, good thing we won't be on Bespin after this.
Yeah. Unless it hijacks a ship and puts a bounty on your head, you know. Anything's possible in Star Wars. Anyways.
So, I have a question about the room now we have a bit more freedom. Is there any portable size canisters, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah?
there are.
Yeah? Is there any that I could sort of acquire?
Shocker, the
research.
droid wants more explosives.
You are pretty sure that you could hold an explosive canister, one canister, but you won't be able to fire, like, your hands are taken up by it, so you can't, like, fire weaponry or something while you're holding it.
I mean, that sounds like a win-win for the party, right? I wouldn't be shooting everything.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
sounds like a good one, yeah.
Well, you can toss it up and I can fire at it. It'll be like napalm.
Yeah, with my hands. Yeah, let me just. So I'll What gas is there?
There's helium. There's hydrogen, like compressed hydrogen. There's like barrels of what appears to be actual like compressed carbonite that would. You're pretty sure if that was punctured, it would not be good for people near it.
Okay, I'll take one of those.
Okay.
Compressed carbonite.
Okay.
Safe.
Safe. 100%. Guaranteed on the seal. 100%.
Yeah. It says it's so on the label on the front.
Safe. It's 100% safe. Just like carbonite freezing for mortals. It's 100% safe on humanoids. So, yeah. You pick it up. Just a cursory search of this room reveals that it would appear that the creatures like to ambush people here. You do find hidden amongst, back behind the canisters, several bodies that they've put there. You don't think they understand why they attack people here, but evidently people were hesitant to fire guns in this room. You did not have the same issues. You were free to just fire your guns all the time. But other people who came through here probably did not want to fire their guns, and as a result, they were easy prey for these things. Rooting through these bodies, you find 75 credits in loose credit chips, and also see some triple B insignias. That's pretty much it. They're like their weapons are too corroded out to use.
All right.
So
Well,
that's this room. There is. You guys know there's a vent because you saw the cat go in it. It would be hard for your Astromech to go down the vent. But
Same deal.
Potentially an option. Or there's the door that you haven't tried yet.
I'll try the door. Worked so well the last time, right?
Traps again.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone dies, fine. I can just be rebuilt.
Can we maybe have like our technician person kind of take a look at it first this time?
Yeah.
Before like things go off in our face.
You don't want me to kill myself again?
Let's definitely do that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just thinking, I've got the repair packs. I'm okay. You guys forgot stim packs, it seems.
Technically, I have 3 more stim packs left.
3.
You can use repair packs on yourself. So, yeah. Oh, you can? Well, fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
They're like
I mean,
emergency repair patches.
As long as I'm not in like several thousand pieces, I should be good.
But if you have
Oh.
a crooked antenna, God help you.
You guys have another issue, which is that Cal is taking 1 strain every time he performs an action.
Oh, yeah. We should fix him.
Yeah, he's.
Wait, what did
And
I
I'm
miss?
almost dead.
Oh,
He got stabbed in the clavicle and it broke.
Oh. So like every round you're taking a strain?
If he takes no actions, he takes no strain.
If
So
I stim pack him, will it stop the effect?
No, it's a critical injury.
Do I have to roll a heal check?
It would be a medicine check, and it is a hard critical injury.
Well,
Can
I'm gonna
I help
give it a
her
shot.
and give her 2 boost die with my assist?
Yes, let's do that.
Listen, it's kind of like a droid if a droid had a clavicle.
Totally. I feel like some protocol droids have
Totally.
similar kind of anatomy, maybe.
Yeah, totally. I've worked on protocol droids before. I probably could bring some knowledge
they're
to
like
the situation.
semi-humanoid, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So, the Togruta tries to teach you about how humans are kind of like droids, and you work together trying to
Standing
put-
around Cal and he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
lying on the floor.
And we're like, don't move, Calum. You move, you bleed out.
no.
I have a backup plan if this doesn't work.
Skin him.
Oh.
No. Come on. What? Where's your
That seems your response for the cats. I mean, come on.
So
nonsense? He's my mate. He flies out a hunk of junk.
I have another quick question for you. Does anybody in this party have an actual medical kit? Not a stim pack, which is like the equivalent of a potion, basically. Like, it's an injector that injects drugs into you that heal you.
No.
Anyone
I-
have a medical kit?
I'm going to say that I'm going to use a destiny point to realize that we might be going into some danger, and these people that I've been stuck with are not medical people, and I believe I have the intelligence to pull off some combat heals. So I'm going to use a destiny point to say I have a medical kit.
You just don't want to deal with my backup plan.
Also true. I also kind of like the suggestion that Princessity had in chat, which was you can replace the clavicle with droid pieces.
There we go.
So that's how the
I'll just
like,
outlaw
there's,
tech
a
the
little crack in
human
there,
body.
put like a little bit of a pin from a droid in there to help keep it together. So that's where the boost die are coming from.
So are you using your destiny point?
I already used it. I have.
Okay.
We have no light side destiny points,
So-
however. So get ready for the dark side to come crashing down.
Because the medical kit is not it's an item that actually has a substantial credit value. What you guys have to actually pay the credits for it, but I'll say that you have it.
Okay, I
Okay.
will. Yeah, we'll pay the
Because
credits.
like a rope is something that costs almost nothing, like a breath mask or something costs almost nothing. But this is what prevents you from being like, I spent a destiny point and I have a lightsaber or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
so
Well, we can do that.
you cannot do that. So
If I could, I
want-
already would have.
I want to point something out about this check also, because it's a critical injury. You can only attempt to heal a critical injury once per week. So if this fails, Hal will be stuck with this injury for a very long time.
Okay. What does the medical kit give us?
It makes you not take setback dice.
Okay, cool. So we have I have 3 green and 2 boost dies. It's not horrible. If I had a destiny point, I would make it better, but I do not.
I have tools that could cauterize the wound if you would so require.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 3
Difficulty.
purple, right?
Yeah, I've set the difficulty.
Okay. So should I put in the 2 boost dice
Yes,
or
please
okay?
do.
All right. This is for all the marbles, Calum.
All right. I'm trusting you guys.
Oh!
Nice.
Stops.
Wow.
Wow, look at all of that advantage. I feel like with all that advantage, your clavicle is actually in better shape than it was before.
No, absolutely not.
Discovered some
How much-
clavicle cancer in there, and it's just gone now.
How much strain do you have, Cal?
I have 7 out of 12.
Okay, you
Heal 5 strain.
heal. I'll let you heal 5 strain. So Tetsu is used to putting bones back into their place. It would seem a life on the streets, breaking bones, and having your bones broken probably lends itself at least to a little bit of rudimentary first aid. But this is maybe the finest work you've ever done under pressure in a room full of explosives with 2 dead cats nearby. You managed to help Cal shrug off this injury. Well done.
is
I'm
it-
quite proud of myself.
So is it gone completely, or do I have to keep track of it so for the next time I get a crit hit?
The critical injury is gone.
Okay.
So if you take another critical injury, it would just be a separate one. It would not be increased by 10 because you no longer have one.
Okay.
That roll was pretty epic.
But you can only try and heal a critical injury once per week.
Gotcha.
If you got a new critical injury, you could also attempt to heal that one. But
Okay.
if that check fails, you're stuck with it for the week. So
All right.
you're okay for the moment. You are still pretty wounded, though, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm down to. I have 2 hit points left.
I will use a stim pack on you, so you heal 5.
Can I share my backup plan, even though we didn't need it?
You may.
So I
Yeah.
have this canister, right, of compressed carbonite. And I was thinking maybe we could sort of use a little bit of it and just like spray it on his neck and see what happens.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that backup plan, I'm glad we didn't have to use that one.
Yeah, that sounds really dangerous.
I mean, it would have worked for me, let's be real.
You're not a
I
medical
survived
droid.
carbonite already once today.
A little
True.
bit of carbonite.
Yeah, a little bit. He's got a small neck.
I love how the street enforcer with brass knuckles has become our pseudo doctor. By the way, this is pretty not the way I saw my character
Maybe
go.
back in the
But I'm
Imperial
kinda
Lab,
digging
you
it.
know. In the Imperial Lab, you beat people up who didn't work, but then you also had to fix them so they kept working after you beat them up.
That's
So
true.
It's
That
true.
is
I'm pretty sure you broke my nose once or twice.
Yeah, see,
I guess
like, it's
I
all
did
coming
do a
out
bit
now,
of
isn't it?
torture for the Imperials too, and whenever you do torture, you need a little bit of like medical history to know like the best places to invoke such torture.
Pulling this finger out will hurt more than this finger.
Good stuff. It's good stuff.
Maybe you've broken clavicles in the past. You've broken them
Yeah.
so extensively that you're like, oh yeah, this is how they work. I've seen them inside out before.
Yeah, I've undone a clavicle. I can
Yeah, you just do what you do before,
You
backwards.
just do the
you know?
reverse.
Reverse
Yeah,
engineering, guys.
You just punch it backwards. It's fine.
So-
Punch it backwards.
You should probably head to a short break, and then when we come back, the quest for the mouse droid.
Yeah.
Apparently R3 is a gentleman and a scientist. I don't think either of those things is true. I'm sorry to disappoint you,
Oh.
Princessity, but we will be
I'd
back.
agree with that.
All right, that's fair. We will be back in just a few minutes. Stay with us.